shine with our sweat and blood.
The youth are not just the future. The youth are in fact the bridge to the future. I am Ife Aronwo-Kafo, and I warmly welcome you to this exceptional edition of Solution Footprints as we continue to unveil the historic and revolutionary approach to governance by Professor Soludo, CFR, the Governor of Anambra State, the light of the nation. On this edition of Solution Footprints, we'll beam the spotlight on the ongoing, unprecedented, revolutionary, massive, sustainable and creative youth empowerment program by Professor Soludo, tagged the One Youth, Two Skills Solution Initiative for hardworking and enterprising youth of Anambra State. Let's take a look at where we were in times past in the area of youth empowerment in Anambra State and how far we've come so far under the Professor Soludo administration in Anambra State. Watch this.
Human capital and social agenda is one of the 5 pillars of the administration of Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo, CFR, as contained in his manifesto, also known as the People's Manifesto. It aims to create a digital tribe, human capital that are productive at home and exportable abroad. The broad enablers under which Governor Soludo is driving his social agenda are education, health, youth and women empowerment, social protection, and investment for persons living with disabilities, the vulnerable, widows, and the aged. Anambra youths constitute about 55%, that is, about 3.3 million of the total population of about 5.9 million, even though it is estimated to be 8.5 million people of Ndi Anambra at home and abroad. Hence, this initiative to move this population at home from unemployed to self-employed by the Ministry of Youth Development under the directive of Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo to achieve the result of job, and quality job contained in the manifesto of Mr. Governor. It is imperative to note that when Governor Soludo came on board, the Youth Ministry was almost moribund. Attitude to work by staff was low and challenging. To reverse this unfortunate situation, a mindset re-engineering was introduced where the mandate were clearly spelt out in overall to create 130,000 jobs and raise 1,000 youth millionaires annually through massive private sector participation. Consequently, the bigger agenda of Governor Soludo for the youth was therefore to give every Anambra youth the opportunity to acquire 2 or more skills. This noble idea eventually led to the development of an action plan for the One Youth, Two Skills initiative, with a sequential methodology to create and train youths who will not only become self-employed but will equally have the potentials to become employers of labor. With the target of achieving 10,000 jobs, Governor Soludo launched the One Youth, Two Skills initiative. 6,000 youths applied, out of which 5,000 were successfully empowered after undergoing intensive training. This represents a massive increase achieved by Governor Soludo in just 1 year. One Youth, Two Skills Solution is a youth development initiative of Governor Soludo's administration. It possesses a systematic approach to youth advancement comprising 5 stages, including apprenticeship, entrepreneurship, cooperative society formation, business financing, and 1-year mentoring.
In One Youth, Two Skills, part of our target is to redefine youth empowerment program from the consumerism, mindset, taking them away from the immediate consumption to more of productive, innovative, expective, and impactful program. And part of our target is community-based, taking it down to the people. Gone are days, the government, pull people from around the state, across the state to state capital in a hall. So the One Youth School are taking, those phases away. And part of the skill that we are giving to them, employable skills and exportable skill. The key aspect of this project is monitoring and evaluation. Of course, any work without supervision is just like no work. So from our design, the monitoring and evaluation aspect of it is very critical to the ministry, and that's why we are talking about quality assurance and the standardization.
The Ministry of Youth Development, in compliance with Governor Soludo's People's Manifesto, also embarked on capacity building program on digital platform, and desk officers were equipped with laptops to help drive the agenda to the grassroots, unlike what was obtainable in the past 16 years in the state. The goal was to make the program community-based, targeted at the youths, working with the 6 relevant youth organizations in the state. To enhance the knowledge base of potential participants, there was a well-published call for expression of interest for those who will train the master trainers and lay the foundation blocks for the initiative. 61 Entrepreneurship Development Institutes (EDIs) applied, out of which 23 were successful in an interview conducted by Unizik Business School for the One Youth, Two Skills Entrepreneurship Scheme. A 2 days intensive workshop was then held for 23 EDIs, and the essence of the workshop was to x-ray the course content of the scheme in order to ensure standard. The EDIs were eventually certified for the program.
A good number of these guys before now do not know what webinar is, but in practical terms they come in contact with what a webinar is and how it could be used, because we show them firsthand as a tailor, those of them who measured in tailoring, how you could actually stay in your village. Say for example, a Norma, you make a wonderful dress, and through the use of webinar, somebody in America would see it and place order again. And it's a wonderful experience. EDI has helped in brushing up these youths, both the trainers and the trainees, because it's not enough to just train people without going through entrepreneurship skill. Otherwise, everything that would have been done by way of empowerment would have been a wasteful venture. So the government, in its wisdom, thought it wise to put up an institute where these ones will go through after the 4 months or 3 months or 6 months training, as the case may be. And that has greatly helped. Some of these people before now don't even know what it is to bookkeep. The basic profit and loss, cash inflow and outflow, expenditure and all. They don't know all these. But the EDI has given them that opportunity. And during the training, a good number of them, the testimonies are bound, as they took turns to first of all thank Mr. Governor for the opportunity to go through this EDI. Some even said, if not for anything, that they are okay with the training alone, that they don't even need the government's input, because a man is as rich as the level of information he or she carries. And also, we also thank the Unizik Business School. These guys are wonderful because that's where the curriculum was developed.
To also comply with quality assurance and standardization, a 2-day workshop was organized by the Unizik Business School for the master trainers, and a curriculum and timetable was created for the model.
They organized us as master trainers. They sent trainees to us to train, of which before we started the program, One Youth Two Skill empowered us with money to buy equipment to enable us start the training, of which at the middle of the training we were empowered again so that we can continue the program, of which at the end we were given another final empowerment. Not just we, the master trainer, but also our trainees. All of them benefited from the program. If I must confess, One Youth Two Skill is the only program, youth empowerment, I have benefited from. I have been hearing a lot from other empowerment, but I have never benefited from other. But One Youth Two Skill, I can boast and confirm that yes, I and my boys have benefited from One Youth Two Skills. Starting from day one, we have benefited from the training, from the sending of trainees to us, everything. We have benefited. My boys Most of them have gotten their own machine, their own equipment. Most of them have started their own. Some of them are sewing at home. Why I have employed so many workers, as you can see, work is going on inside. And apart from that, from the last empowerment that we got from youth, from the 1U2 skills, we're working towards having another branch office because it seems here is kind of smaller for us.
What is certain now is that 21 months after assumption of office, the Soludo Youth Empowerment Revolution is fully on course in Anambra State, aiming to empower young people with skills to take an active role in shaping their futures and the world around them.
Wow, what a phenomenal report. We have seen how the 1Youth 2 Skills by Professor Soludo in Anambra State began. In 2023, about 5,000 youths were fully trained, mentored, and empowered by the Professor Soludo-led government in Anambra State. And in 2024, about 10,000 more youths are to benefit. Now, this novel initiative, which is unprecedented in the history of Anambra State, is now a model having been adopted by the federal government for training of Nigerian youths at the federal level across board. Now, this initiative has also made far-reaching impacts on Anambra youth. Let's watch this.
Under the apprenticeship model, the Soludo government adopted the age-long Igbo apprenticeship model, locally known as Igbo. It is interesting to note that over the years, this model has been rated the best apprenticeship model in the world by business researchers. Master trainers, that is, those who already have existing skill-based businesses, were used to train these youths under the 22 viable skills earlier mentioned. The apprenticeship model of training and business development is an arrangement whereby a trainee is attached to a business owner for a reasonable period of time for him or her to work with the business owner and learn the trade. This is a model the Igbo people were used to, which had recorded significant levels of successes in the past.
On my office now, I've gotten new sets of people by the virtue of this program. When people see about the things about the 1U2 skill, they were the ones that were now coming in to learn this skill. But you know that prior to this point, we didn't have people that were like, you will be the one to beg them to come and learn this apprenticeship skill. So I want to thank the Executive Governor of Anambra State for lifting youths out of the streets. So many of them were touts along this day. So many of them were helping their mother. But from this program now, they have been able to acquire the skill. Not only the physical skill and the vocational skill of learning this, the ministry and the government went further to train us on entrepreneurship and even gave us certificates from a renowned university, Unizik University. So they were all glad for what the government has done. And I want to thank the Executive Governor of Anambra State to tell him that that which he has done, that he will do more. And we are saying that and we give him every support to do more and more and more and much more.
The key advantage of apprenticeship model is that the trainee not only learn the vocational skills, they are also exposed to the real business environment by knowing things like where raw materials are purchased, the practical ways to get and handle customers, as well as how to deal with challenges of delay in service delivery.
It helped us that don't have anything doing before, to be able to achieve one skill at least and be able to survive. And this thing has benefited me. I've done so many contracts, so many souvenirs for wedding, burial, and graduation. So with this alone, my gratitude to the governor is immeasurable. I intend to develop this business and get more hands, give this idea out to more people, let people know that look at what the governor has done in my life especially, and I'm ready to give it out to others.
I heard about 1U2 skill through a friend, and he introduced me to my Madam Nebo Ebere. So I learned handwork from her, like sewing bags, souvenir bags, like as you are seeing in my hands now. I learned this thing through her last year, and this is one of the best bag I have made. And I'm the one using this one. So with the empowerment the governor, our able governor gave to me, I was able to use it to acquire a shop, one single sewing machine, manual one. And since then, I've been doing at least lunchbox for students that are going to school. And by the special grace of God, I believe that in the next 8 to 12 months, if I'm able to raise more funds, I'll get more machines, industrial machines, then I'll be getting more contracts. Even if it is possible, by the special grace of God, I will be the one to sew one of the governor's events in the future.
The next stage in the scheme is the entrepreneurship model. The entrepreneurship model was categorized into two, Stream 1 and Stream 2, consisting of trainees that underwent 4 months and 6 months apprenticeship programs respectively. The key aim of the entrepreneurship scheme is to match learning with earning, creating smart entrepreneurs that can compete favorably in their various businesses. Stream 1 trainees started on 28th April 2023 and concluded on the 19th of May 2023, while Stream 2 resumed on 27th of June 2023 and ended on 21st July 2023. These trainings were done simultaneously in 23 CBN Certified Entrepreneurship Development Institutes across the 21 local government areas of the state, in line with Governor Soludo's community-based approach to development. To understand the background of One Youth, Two Skills solution, value reorientation, use of course content and course timeline, use of trainees' attendance sheets, logbooks, and model for performance evaluation were introduced. During the course of the training, about 42 courses were offered under 5 major parts: personal development skills, sales and marketing, managerial and administrative skills for entrepreneurs, human resources management, and workplace essentials, as well as entrepreneurship and business plan writing. Other key aspects of the scheme were lecture presentation by very successful Igbo entrepreneurs like Professor Pat Utomi, Chief Dr. Chika Alex Okafo, CEO Chikasen Group, and Don Ebubog, CEO Tiger Foods. These presentations were done through virtual learning in line with the action plan of the ministry and the Anambra Digital Tribe Policy of Governor Soludo. Also, under the cooperative setup, as part of the methodologies towards actualizing the goal of One Youth, Two Skills solution is to group the beneficiaries into cooperatives for ease of administration and business enhancement. This stage of the project is already being implemented with an engagement with the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, which is the collaborating ministry. The cooperatives were designed in such a way that every cooperative contains at least 10 persons that learned the same skill and in extension going to do the same kind of business. This will ensure better collaboration and also reduce unhealthy competition for the same market.
First and foremost, I'm very delighted on the initiative Governor introduced in Anambra State. As a matter of fact, I got double check. One is bonus for working hard. As you can see, we are working together as cooperative, and 3 people among them has gotten their own offices and they are employee of level. They have employed people. Also, I myself employed 2 people here with the money government gave to us. And also I used the money to purchase some material here. If you see some materials as working capital. Also, the money is very lucrative to us. If you look here, you see that we are working as cooperative generally. We purchase the machines we need that they ask us to purchase and also add our own in order to move forward. So as you can see, we are very delighted, and we promise before 6 months we are going to employ more than 10 people because we do more on production. And as you can see, we can be able to produce more than we do before government came in. Now government is in, we can be able to produce more.
The business financing scheme in the One Youth, Two Skills solution is categorized into 2, equipment financing and working capital. The cost of the equipment financing, which came to a total sum of 2 billion naira, was given to beneficiaries as grants. These beneficiaries have collected their checks at their various local government areas for the procurement of their equipment. in order to monitor the training and ensure accurate disbursement of business financing funds, as well as monitoring of fund utilization by the beneficiaries, Governor Soludo, in his wisdom, involved the Transition Committee chairman in all the 21 local government areas in the state to further trickle it down to the grassroots.
And I tell you, the least person that got money was 250,000 naira. And you could imagine, those people got 600, 500, and with training, which is like an internal skill in them, and with the money as a leapfrog. So it was something that we have never seen before. When Mr. Governor was saying it, people thought it's just one of those political talks. And to imagine that this was done within few months in office. Mr. Governor is just less than 2 years and he has empowered 5,000 youth. So we want to appreciate him. And the pattern at which he did it, from the ward to the communities and to the local government, we've never seen that before.
After concluding their equipment procurement process, which culminates into business commencement or expansion, as the case may be, the trainees will now be required to process the working capital through Anambra Small Business Agency, ASBA. This aspect of the fund comes as a loan, but it's a loan with very good condition because it comes at an interest rate that is as low as 9%, which is the lowest anyone can get from any funding agency. As earlier mentioned, the pilot phase of the One Youth, Two Skills initiative witnessed the training of over 6,000 youths in 21 skills area of agriculture, ICT, solar power engineering, among others. Interestingly, the second batch of the program has since commenced with an unprecedented enrollment of 170,000 youths across the state and all the 21 local government areas. The impact of this noble initiative has not only improved the economic fortunes of the state and the beneficiaries, but has also increased enterprise participation, especially among young people. It has also motivated and strengthened them and have equally contributed to reducing social vices and youth restiveness that are usually associated with unemployment.
I was equipped, I was trained through the entrepreneurship programs, and I was able to train few people. And now my business has taken another turn. I have been strengthened, my business have moved, I've gained more capacity to employ 1 or 2 people already, which I know that it has never happened before. It's a very great platform and opportunity, and I'm so happy, and all thanks to our able working governor, Professor Soludo, for this platform. It's not like government that will promise and fail. He's active and he promised and he did. And I want to thank him for this platform. It has helped my business to grow from more strength. Thank you. I appreciate him so much.
This gesture by the Soludo government is a clear indication of Governor Soludo's commitment to investing in the state's future, as was succinctly elucidated by the governor himself when he said in one of his famous quotes, "We have come to begin a process of productive empowerment in which you teach people how to fish, not giving them fish." What's more, investing in the economy through empowering young businesses with startup funds is gradually leading to a ripple effect that boosts the local economy. There are ample job opportunities for people, and more local businesses will enjoy growth, and a conducive environment is being created for many more young entrepreneurs to emerge. As a government of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, under his social agenda, Governor Chukwuma Charles Soludo is deliberate about living out the true essence of APGA's motto, "Be your brothers and sisters' keeper." Onaya na nwanne. The goal is to systematically develop a skilled, healthy, and compassionate society.
You've seen the revolutionary efforts of Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo in youth empowerment to build Anambra youth who are productive at home and exportable abroad. It is impossible to exhaust the phenomenal achievements of the Professor Chukwuma Charles Soludo-led government in youth empowerment in Anambra State on this edition. So, on the next edition of Solution Footprints, we'll bring you the part 2 on Professor Chukwuma Soludo's far-reaching impact in youth empowerment in Anambra State. Follow us across social media. It is at Solution Footprints on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And on X, former Twitter, it is at SolutionFP. I am Ife Aronwo-Kafo. Be the solution, stay empowered.
We believe in togetherness. We'll build a land of progress. With the spirit.